So let's talk about what we're looking at as we head through the rest of tonight, because it could be sort of rocking and rolling in some places here.
Yeah, there's a chance for severe weather. You know, I'm not saying that every single square inch of it's hardly ever does every single square inch of North Texas see severe storms. I mean, that would be extremely significant if that were the case. So this is yet again just another one of those chances that we're going to have storms this evening, tonight. I think at least 2 rounds of them, and some of those storms could be strong to severe. My main concerns are hail and wind, but as is typical during the month of April and during the month of May for us, that tornado threat's not going to be completely zero either. So we'll have to keep our eyes on everything as we head through this evening tonight too.
But if you can squeeze the cars into the garage, tonight's a good night to squeeze them in.
Might not be a bad idea as we head through the evening and nighttime hours. But for DFW, you're totally fine for the next several hours. And nothing really going to happen in DFW for a while here. And when I say a while, I mean like 2-3 hours from now, because it's 7 o'clock or later that round number 1, and I'll show you this in a second, is going to move into portions of North Texas. These are storms that are actually going to be moving up from the south. You know, a lot of times here in North Texas, our storms move in from the west, and we have a chance for that later tonight. But this round, once again, I'll show you this, is going to be moving in from the south. And of course, as we just talked about, hail, winds, but isolated tornado threat as well. Then it looks like another round of storms are possible. Those will move in from the west during the late night hours after midnight. For DFW, might be like 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and some segments of those storms could be strong to severe once again. So here's the official risk. It's a 3 on a scale of 5 for almost every single square inch of North Texas for the threat for that large, potentially very large hail, some strong winds, and that isolated tornado threat as well. Here's round 1. I was talking about moving up from the south. So these showers and storms kind of started north of Houston, kind of bubbled up, and now we're moving up to the north. So far, they've mostly behaved themselves, but we're getting into late afternoon hours here. So we'll keep an eye on all that as it keeps drifting up to the north. Then here's round 2. Well, round 2 hasn't formed just yet. I knew that before I showed you this. I just wanted to be a little dramatic there. Pause for dramatic effect. Haven't formed just yet, but we're waiting to see for these storms to form out to the west, and then that round could move in later on tonight. At the moment, there's a tornado watch for areas south of North Texas. It's deep East Texas, Jacksonville, Nacogdoches, down into central Texas. It runs until 8 o'clock. I imagine that portions of North Texas will be under some sort of watch here over the next several hours, lasting into the late night hours, but that has not been issued just yet. We will bring that to you, of course, when it does get issued. So these storms to the south will keep drifting up to the north over the next several hours, arriving DFW to the east, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock. Storms to the west form, start to move into western North Texas, 10, 11, midnight or so, and then into the DFW area through the late night hours. So there's 3 in the morning. By daybreak tomorrow, some lingering showers and storms are certainly around the area, but I don't have this activity really being severe tomorrow morning, at least first thing in the morning, but there will be some rain out there to start the day. But then we get another round moving in late morning into the early afternoon hours. That round could have some strong to severe storms with it. And then kind of unlike today, looks like your evening and kind of into the nighttime hours, maybe a little quieter tomorrow evening and into tomorrow night. But mostly from DFW to the south, that round I showed you, the kind of late morning, midday, early afternoon that kind of sweeps across North Texas, that round could be strong to severe DFW to the south during the day tomorrow. And then one last round of rain kind of overnight Tuesday into Wednesday as the system finally spins on out of here. But this round of rain and storms likely not to be severe in our area. The severe weather threat really shifts over into East Texas and down into Louisiana as we head through the day on Wednesday. When it's all said and done, maybe 1 to 3 inches of rain for most of the area, some higher totals to the east, and that's why a flood watch is in place for those locations through Wednesday morning. Tonight, though, severe storms are possible, but not guaranteed for everybody. There was a very good chance of thunderstorms being out there, though. 90% coverage, 62 for the low. Cloudy and cooler during the day tomorrow with those rounds of rain and storms. Highest coverage, I think, tomorrow, kind of late morning through the early afternoon hours, and then a little quieter tomorrow evening and into the early nighttime hours tomorrow night. 70% coverage Wednesday, then we're dry and a little cooler Thursday before we're warming back up close to 80 Friday, 80s for the weekend and dry. And next week, the pattern turns unsettled once again, and almost daily rain and storm chances next week. Of course, we'll iron out those coverages and exactly what's going to happen next week as we get closer. Back to you.
All right.